Worry more about your conscience than your reputation. Because your conscience is what you are, your reputation is what others think of you. And what others think of you is their problem. Your naked body should only belong to those who fall in love with your naked soul. I remain just one thing and one thing only, and that is a clown. It places me on a far higher plane than any politician. The simplest point of view is always the best. You need power only when you want to do something harmful, otherwise love is enough to get everything done. Life could be wonderful if people would leave you alone. You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. Words are cheap. The biggest thing you can say is elephant. I suppose that's one of the ironies of life, doing the wrong thing at the right moment. It takes courage to make a fool of yourself. As I began to love myself, I found that anguish and emotional suffering are only warning signs that I was living against my own truth. Today, I know this is authenticity. As I began to love myself, I understood how much it can offend somebody if I try to force my desires on this person, even though I knew the time was not right and the person was not ready for it, and even though this person was me. Today I call it respect. As I began to love myself, I stopped craving for a different life, and I could see that everything that surrounded me was inviting me to grow. Today I call it maturity. As I began to love myself, I understood that at any circumstance, I am in the right place at the right time, and everything happens at the exactly right moment. So I could be calm. Today I call it self-confidence. As I began to love myself, I quit stealing my own time, and I stopped designing huge projects for the future. Today, I only do what brings me joy and happiness, things I love to do and that make my heart cheer, and I do them in my own way and in my own rhythm. Today I call it simplicity. As I began to love myself, I freed myself of anything that is no good for my health, food, people, things, situations, and everything that drew me down and away from myself. At first I called this attitude a healthy egoism. Today I know it is love of oneself. As I began to love myself, I quit trying to always be right, and ever since I was wrong less of the time. Today I discovered that is modesty. As I began to love myself, I refused to go on living in the past and worrying about the future. Now, I only live for the moment where everything is happening. Today I live each day, day by day, and I call it fulfillment. As I began to love myself, I recognized that my mind can disturb me and it can make me sick. But as I connected it to my heart, my mind became a valuable ally. Today I call this connection wisdom of the heart. We no longer need to fear arguments, confrontations, or any kind of problems with ourselves or others. Even stars collide, and out of their crashing new worlds are born. Today I know that is life. Who feeds a hungry animal feeds his own soul. Movies are a fad. Audiences really want to see live actors on a stage. More than machinery, we need humanity. More than cleverness, we need kindness and gentleness. My only enemy is time. I do not have much patience with a thing of beauty that must be explained to be understood. If it does need additional interpretation by someone other than the creator, then I question whether it has fulfilled its purpose. My pain may be the reason for somebody's laugh. But my laugh must never be the reason for somebody's pain. Only the unloved hate, the unloved and the unnatural. I believe in the power of laughter and tears as an antidote to hatred and terror. Time is the best author. It always writes the perfect ending. We must laugh in the face of our helplessness against the forces of nature or go insane. A person is as great as their dreams. Tomorrow the birds will sing. Be brave. Face life. That's all. Any of us are amateurs. We don't live long enough to be anything else. There are more valid facts and details in works of art than there are in history books. I always like walking in the rain, so no one can see me crying. More than cleverness, we need kindness and gentleness. Remember, you can always stoop and pick up nothing. What soap is to the body, laughter is to the soul. Patriotism is too deep a feeling to depict in the posing for a photograph. The mirror is my best friend because when I cry it never laughs. Life is a beautiful, magnificent thing, even to a jellyfish. A man's true character comes out when he's drunk. Life can be wonderful if you're not afraid of it. All it takes is courage, imagination, and a little dough. What do you want meaning for? Life is desire, not meaning. We think too much and feel too little. Imagination means nothing without doing. Nothing is permanent in this wicked world, not even our troubles. To truly laugh, you must be able to take your pain and play with it. Perfect love is the most beautiful of all frustrations because it is more than one can express. I have many problems in my life. But my lips don't know that. They just keep smiling. We must not fear confrontation. From chaos, stars are born. A day without laughing is a day wasted. Think about yourself at least once in your life, otherwise you may miss the best comedy in this world. Life is a tragedy when seen in close-up, but a comedy in long shot. Failure is unimportant. It takes courage to make a fool of yourself. Simplicity is not a simple thing. All I need to make a comedy is a park, a policeman, and a pretty girl. You'll never find a rainbow if you're looking down.